What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, the Wild Team Natural here, bringing you the this is the prologue to the game. This is the DLC, the only DLC that comes with it, besides the dog skin packs and stuff like that. But this is about basically it's Moors. It's mainly Moors, and it's the guy that I chose to beat the game with. So you know, I decided we should do the prologue and see how he got to where he was in present day Moors. 10 years earlier, it is the year 288, 5 years after Robert's Rebellion. You were sent to the Wall and forced to take the Black as punishment for having betrayed your liege lord, Tywin Lannister, during the sack of King's Landing. You have left all that you ever knew behind you. You now work alongside Garl, the former sellsword who also fought in Robert's Rebellion. The war did not end well for him neither, nor the rest of his band of mercenaries. You both arrived at the Wall on the same day. As you shared a preference for straight talk and distrusting others, an easy bond was formed between you. However, it seemed there were no others bonds to be made, and after several disciplinary problems, Lord Commander Corgyle has decided to keep the two of you together in the hope of avoiding further problems. On this morning, you are both being winched up in a cage 700 feet to the top of the wall with a builder called Maker. From here on top of the world, the vow you took has never felt more true. You are the watcher on the walls, the sword in the darkness, the shield that protects the realm men from the terrors that lie beyond. I think Gorald's the guy you execute in the beginning.
You still haven't told me why you're here, lads.
Lord Commander Corgyle sent us on a routine patrol at the top for the day.
Aye.
Yeah, that's him.
Weren't enough. We have to lug a crow around with us to train him, supposedly. Still a mama's farce of a punishment, if you ask me. It seems he doesn't share my sense of humor.
If you learn to shut your mouth during his speeches, we might not be here.
Aye, but don't forget, those speeches would be boring as hell otherwise.
Perhaps. But I can live with that if it means not having to scrub out slop buckets to use as a flask.
And you? Why are you headed to the top?
I wasn't told much. Weasel just asked Corgyle to send a builder up to the top of the wall. Something about a structural problem at the side of the bridge. He said it was very important that I get my leather arse up there at the crack of dawn.
You mean you're finally doing something about that piece of bloody wood they hung over the rock slide? Aye, fixing that is long past due. The next fool to step foot on that damn thing will fall right through.
Well, your mood's as bright as the day, isn't it? One too many ales last night, was it?
Hardly. It's just I don't trust any of these things you lot build. No offense, of course. I mean, the idea of hanging in a cage hundreds of feet high with just a moldy piece of rope holding it up and built by these brothers of ours? I'm not over fond of it, to tell you the truth.
Don't tell me Crunchy might piss his breeches. Have no fear. Look at it this way. If this moldy rope snaps, you will have 700 feet of falling to think on everything you said to Corgyle and why we're here.
Thanks for your kind words, Moors. You're a true brother.
You're welcome, my friend. Anyway, you're in luck. We're here.
You're a Moors, the Ranger of the Night's Watch? Okay, I already know this. Ooh. I chose a Hedge Knight last time, so we'll choose a Hedge Knight this one. There we go. Oh, what do I got now? A sword? We'll just go with swords. Balance is fine.
Ah, Micah. Glad you could make it. Why are these two with you?
A pleasure to see you too, Weasel.
Corgyle sent them out in the cold for the day to train a new recruit.
The brat under my feet earlier? I told him to count the blocks of ice from here to Eastwatch by the sea. You'll have your work cut out.
Don't you worry about that. We'll handle it.
Very well, let's go. My butt cheeks are a bit sitting around.
Off you go then. More ice to rest our asses on once you've gone.
Can we get moving? Remember not to look down. Chief.
Don't make fun of me, Morse. If you weren't so craven, Corgyle would have made you leader of this patrol.
You'll be a better leader than me. You'll see.
And there you are, acting the craven again.
Sorry. I've no talent for handling whelps. And I don't like Corgyle enough to do the job for him.
You've no ambition, Morse. Imagine what we could do if we ran this place.
Not for me. I don't want to be like that smear of shit Thorn.
Anyway, let's find that crow.
You talking about Alistair
Here, young
Thorn?
man.
Thorn?
What's your name?
Merrin, sir.
Whoa, hold on there, boy. There's no sirs here. You're at the wall now. Just call me Chief. That's Sir Morse there. He don't talk much, but
He
he's
just
a good
said
man.
don't
He's
call
a
someone
brother now,
sir.
like all of us here.
Go easy on the boy, Gorold. He's nervous enough as it is.
I'm allowed to have some fun, aren't I? Tell us why you're here.
I'd prefer not to say if it please you.
Well, that can only mean you're a criminal, eh? Never fear, lad. We're all at the wall for the same reasons, almost to a man.
I'm not like anyone here. I'm only here because I tried to protect my young brother.
Great. Another hero.
Don't worry, boy. No one here's trying to offend.
Now come on, we've got work to do. Not all the criminals here are scum, you know. Well, except for Weasel. That son of a whore gave up all his allies to Randall Tarley to save his own skin. All he got as reward was a free ride to the wall with no hope of return. I suppose there's some justice in that. Anyway, if you're to cope here, best you make some friends.
What about you, sir? How did you end up here?
Ah, Cregan, he who bears the mighty weapon that all new recruits shall learn to fear. How are you, old man?
Enough with your japes, Gorold.
What are your family's words again? Thrust and break through? Seems very appropriate.
I hope you don't repeat this foolery in front of the Lord Commander.
Never fear, your secret is safe with me. I'm not overly particular, either.
Anyway, instead of this idle chatter, when will you face me in the practice yard?
When I'm finished protecting our new recruits' asses from your amorous advances.
Seriously, I eagerly
is that
await
dude
the
gay?
day you're made to dance at the end of my sword.
I would pay handsomely to see that.
It applies to you too, Morse. According to Benjen, other than himself and Corinne, only you two can match me in a fight.
Well, that's enough big words from you, old man. Get down to the common hall and warm yourself up over a meal. We're here to relieve you.
Aye, that'll do. Have fun, girls.
Yeah, he's gay, ain't he?
Ah, the sun. When winter ended a few weeks ago, I had almost lost all hope of ever seeing it again.
Aye, this winter was a particularly cruel one.
It was spending entire weeks in night as black as pitch that got to me.
It was hard in the south as well, you know. In the Stormlands, in the bays to the north of Storm's End, it would rain so hard you could barely see more than 5 feet ahead. There were terrible floods. Village folk lost count of the people drowned.
Well, you won't need to fear floods here. The light. Ah, I must bless it with my holy water. Ah. Nothing like standing on top of the world and pissing down on the bastards that sent us up here. If you learn just one
It probably
lesson,
freezes
then
before it
let's
even
face
gets down there.
In the summer, the cold at the wall will take only your pride. But when winter returns in a few years, it will take whatever flops out of your breeches and the 2 fingers grabbing it if you're not careful. Come on, Morse, show him.
Not likely. Come on, lad. Let's get back on patrol.
So, as you can see, life here is nothing like the warm embrace of a witch.
It's Weasel.
What the hell was that? Weasel? What's going on here?
What in the 7 hells was that?
Wildlings.
Look! The bridge! Wildlings on the wall! Draw your weapons!
AoE. Got him. Hit it with a pierce. Got him. Oh, level up.
The Black Goat of Kohor. I owe you for this.
What happened here?
I don't know, I'm not sure. I was standing there with Micah, checking the structure, then something hit me from behind. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground, facing the snow, with wildlings coming at me from everywhere. When I could muster the strength to shout for help, you came.
Where's Micah?
Eh? I've got no bloody idea. He was right next to me when I was hit. I hope they haven't tossed him over the wall.
I would doubt that.
Mors, look at the basket.
7 hells. You think they fled with one of our builders?
I'd say so. Yes.
We have to warn Castle Black.
We can't.
That
They
dude's
destroyed
voice.
the bridge.
And the horn is on the other side.
Now we're done for.
There's only one thing we can do.
The boy has the right of it. We have to follow them. There's no other choice.
Is this another of your japes? Just the 4 of us, and not letting our brothers know?
Do you have any other ideas?
Aye. Let's wait for the next shift to relieve us, then tell them.
That will take too long. By then it'll be too late.
Gerald, you're the leader of this damn patrol. Say something.
Mors, Merrin, bring the basket back up.
Oh, piss on you all. This is madness.
It's done.